just what's the mindset right now as you guys get in here after kind of yesterday, not being able to do exactly what you wanted to do against the Panthers?
Yeah, man. Yeah, just next game. We got a short week. We kind of got dialing on the Raiders coming up. There's some things I think we can clean up that we can kind of bring into this game. I think Coach Brad's on the defensive side of the ball that we can bring to this week. But yeah, man, it's on to the next game. A short week. I got to figure out how to go 1-0 this week.
What are the main things you guys do need to clean up at this point?
Yeah, man. I think just some explosive passes. I think we can work on that. I think that's just everybody working together. Rush, linebackers, deep guys. Things all working together, man. The continuity. That's something that we can work on and build on.
We'll go next to Jesse. No, go ahead, Jesse.
Hey, Nick, the offense has relied so much on you guys to win games earlier on. I just wonder how much pride you guys want to take to kind of take your responsibility back here in future weeks and be something the offense can rely upon.
Yeah, I think early in the year, man, we were great in that department. Yeah, I think after they scored, I think the last couple of games, man, we've been giving up points. I think, especially in the away games, I think you can kind of take the crowd out of it by getting a stop, getting the ball back to the offense. So I think as we continue to progress as the season goes along, those possessions after the offense scores is something that we can try to minimize points on those possessions.
And real quick, you guys have been so good at tackling most of the season. The last couple games, it's been a little bit more of an issue. Anything you could put your finger on with that particular part?
Yeah, we just got to find ways to get guys on the ground. I think we're getting population at the ball, which is great. We missed a couple of tackles, but they're not leading to a lot of explosive plays because of the routing to the ball. But I believe that we can get the first guy, get him on the ground, help us get him in some more manageable downs for us.
We'll go next to Nate Taylor. Nate?
Hello, Nick. I have two questions for you. The first is, given you're a veteran now, how much of this season has been complicated for you and the rest of the guys, depending on all the injuries that you all have had? And what's it been like to sort of work through having more injuries than, previous seasons in your career so far?
Yeah, it's definitely a little bit different. But you've been around here long enough, and it's always next man up. And so that's kind of the mindset you have to have. In this league, nobody's playing games completely healthy. I think in the past year we've been a little bit more fortunate in that department, but it comes to the game of ball, man. So it's next man up, man. It takes offense three on the roster. That's why it's cut that way, and that's why it's managed that way. It's going to take everybody. We're going to need those guys that were on practice squad early in the year to kind of help us out in the back half of the year, and we're going to need the guys that are banged up to get back healthy and to play on them as well. So I think it's part of the game.
Yeah, and it sort of leads me to my second question. I know you guys have been anticipating Charles coming back onto the field. It could happen this Friday. Just what would his sort of return to the lineup do for you all, both on the field and maybe even from a psychological standpoint, knowing what he's been through in terms of the rehab?
Yeah, man, I think it'd be huge, man, for us and for him. Just from a morale standpoint, we're all here when he hurt himself going to the Super Bowl. We understand how important that was for him. So definitely be a problem for both sides of that. Getting back into the lineup. I think I understand that he's a great rusher. He brings that to the table for us. We could definitely use that in that department right now, especially with the guys going in and out the lineup and guys being banged up. And yeah, so he brings that and also brings just some charisma, some energy. He brings his own personality. Coach Reed's big on that, letting the personality show. And he's one of those guys that does that. I think he definitely brings that energetic side to our side of the ball.
We'll go next to Matt Foster. Matt?
Hey, Nick. Short week, what are some of the challenges that come with that, especially when the short week comes on a major holiday?
Yeah, definitely got family coming in town. Thanksgiving, everybody understands that. But yeah, man, just a short week coming from a away game. Try to get guys healthy as much as we can, and you have to get back in the swing of things. It's a short week. Got a different opponent, completely different outfit. So I think they got a new quarterback as well. I think the quarterback got hurt as well. So we're gonna figure out what we're gonna go in that direction. So there's a lot of moving parts, but I think that's gonna be the challenge going in this week.
And just with it being Thanksgiving, a great time of the year to kind of reflect on life and stuff. What are you kind of thankful for with everything going on in your life?
Yeah, man, I'm thankful for my family, my inner circle, those I've been on, and kind of get me throughout the week and get me out this season. Just health. Health's one of those things that are very fragile, not even just in terms of football. I'm so grateful for that as well.
We'll go next to Vahe Gregorian. Vahe?
Hey, Nick. You guys, for the most part, in your time here and Spag's time, tend to really peak and get better late in the season. I wonder why that's been over the last few years in general, and what gives you confidence that that's going to play out this way now?
Yeah, I think it's just the veteran group of guys, guys that have been here long enough. Understand that you got to continue to try to get better in this back half of this year. So I think we got a lot of guys that are just looking in the mirror, figure out what they can be better at. I think that's a big thing, and also just owning on the game plan and just owning what we're good at. I think we kind of we're multi defense, we're doing a lot of different things, and as you get to the back half of the year, man, you kind of get more numbers and more data on what you're really good at, and just honing in on those things. And yeah, I think we're going to kind of do that as the year progresses.
Thanks, Nick.